Hello, I am Professor Wayne. Thank you for visiting my YouTube channel. In this channel, I would like to answer the common questions that I usually get from my college students regarding careers. So I hope you'll find this channel useful and my advices helpful to you as you plan your career after graduation. So before we start, don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe to my channel so that in the future, as I get follow-up questions and or additional questions from all my students every quarter, I hope to create additional videos and help provide some of the practical advice and or what you should do in terms of getting your career started. So for today's video, I hope to start with the question that I get the most common and often, almost on a quarterly basis. The question is, how do I increase my chance of landing an interview? So a lot of students, as they're in their last quarter or maybe 2 quarters before graduation, they will start to think and wanted to prepare for job hunting. So some of the frustrations that they usually face and they will come to me for advice is that they've been shooting out resumes and try to find jobs and they're not getting a lot of hits in terms of getting a person responding to their submission to the job openings. So there's a little bit of frustration. So the context is they're sending out a lot of resumes to a lot of different opportunities, but yet they're not getting a lot of callbacks. Hence, they're not getting interviews. So my recommendation and advice to that particular question is very simple. Aside from just try to prepare your cover letters and or resume tailored to the job description that you're applying for, make sure you understand the company. Do some research, read some articles, read their strategic plan or vision or mission, anything that you can see from their website. If that's a company that you really want to get your foot into the door and have a career or start a career there, that's what you need to do. You need to understand what they do. And out of that understanding, as you learn from maybe the media coverage, what you will want to do is take everything that you learn from school and try to align some of those experiences from school or academic towards those initiatives and somehow relate them and make the recruiters feel that you are relating to something current within their organization. That, I think, will give you a little bit of advantage and or differentiation where they can really feel that you have a passion, you have a desire to work for them because you've done your research. So you can literally articulate that or relate that in your cover letter within a paragraph. Be concise. Share a little bit of, I am very interested to your particular initiatives that I think my study in whatever major that you studied can be of an asset or contribute to that initiative. So that's one thing that I would recommend doing in terms of doing your homework towards the company. In addition, the more practical way that I would do it, if I am in your particular situation as a college grad searching for jobs and in hope that getting a response and or an interview, is I will actually spend a lot of time on LinkedIn. What I will do is if I have a list of top 5 companies that I really wanted to work for, what I recommend is you go into LinkedIn and you can find those contacts that works in the recruitment department. So you can search for the company and look at all the people on LinkedIn that works for maybe HR or recruitment or literally have the title of a recruiter for the company. What you will want to do is you want to introduce yourself, use the technology, reach out, be more proactive than just sending people resumes and hope that they will call back. So what you want to do is be a little bit more personal, reach out to those recruiters, introduce yourself. I am a soon-to-be graduate student. Here's my major. I'm very passionate about what your business do, and I hope to have an opportunity to be part of your company, to part of your organization, and contribute to your initiatives. So do a quick self-introduction, be yourself, connect at the personal level. Usually the recruiters on LinkedIn will be more than happy to connect to any students or soon-to-be graduate students, because that's what they do. They build out networks and talents inside LinkedIn so that they have access to all of you. When the future opportunity comes, they have literally a pool of candidates that they know they can go back to and look into and try to find the best fit for the organization. So what you want to do is you want to connect to those recruiters, introduce yourself. Once you have the connection, I will suggest not to bombard them with a lot of messages and looking for opportunities. But when you do find an opening that's offered by the company, then that will allow you a channel to reach out and say, I have just recently learn that your organization is looking for this type of position, and then you can reference a particular position, and then you can strike up that conversation again to say, I think I'm a really good fit because here's what I learned, here's what my project is all about, and here's what I understand about your particular industry, and so on and so forth. That personal connection allows your resume to come out of the pile and have more of emotions and more of a relationship towards you as a candidate, in hope that that will increase your chance of getting a phone call back and maybe set up a time for an interview. The last note I want to add to you on this advice is you have to do your work in terms of job hunting. If you're 3 months away from graduation or even 6 months away from graduation, what you need to do is you need to schedule the time on the weekly basis to go through all the possible job openings for your top 10, 15, or even 5 companies that you really want to work for. The rationale behind that is very simple. As a manager, when I want to hire a staff, it's very straightforward. I need this position, I need them on the team. We want it ASAP because we have a need and we want the perfect candidate to show up hopefully tomorrow. So in reality, when we do ask for recruitment, when we open up a position, we put it out there for less than 2 to 3 weeks and then we close them. Because through technology, once we open up a recruitment, you're gonna see a job opening and you will see them for 2 to 3 weeks and then it disappears because we filled them. So if you don't spend and put in the rigor of looking at jobs from the companies that you really, really admire and want to work for, if you don't spend weekly time monitoring what opportunities coming out from that company, and then you do it once a month or once every 2 months, or you wait until June when you graduate in the summertime, then you may miss it. The perfect job may have come out for 2 weeks and then it closed that you never even know and you never even had a chance to try and apply for. So job hunting on the student side of things, I always recommend spend a good portion of time, maybe half an hour to an hour, go through everything that came out during that week so that you don't miss any of those opportunities to apply. So in combination of spending the time, tailoring your resume, and then reach out to the recruiters via technology or LinkedIn as a platform, for example, those are all the combination of things that I hope and I think will increase your chance of getting a callback. So I hope you will find that advice useful. If you have any follow-up questions and or thoughts or concerns, please feel free to email me or leave a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so I will continue to answer questions via my future videos.